Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next topic, that is a strong and weak entity set, guys. Okay, so I think now I need to at least give you some basic idea with respect to primary key, guys. Because without the concept of primary key, we cannot understand the concept with respect to strong and weak entity. Okay, so for easy understanding, let me go back to some table. Okay, so if you observe this particular table, using this table, okay, concentrate guys. So using this table, I want to select a particular value. Okay, so if I select this 13, can I uniquely identify a particular row here, guys? Yes, so 13 means this row. Okay, similarly 11 means this row. So in that way, using a particular entity, if I am able to specify, or if I am able to distinguish between the whole table, so that is nothing but a primary key, guys. So primary key is a key using which we can identify a particular row, guys. Okay, so for simple, it is like roll number, or it is always unique, right? Because if it is having multiple values, then you cannot specify a single row, right? Because it is mandatory that you should find only single row, that's it. Okay, yes. So with that understanding, I think everyone can say that this should be unique, right? Yes. Okay, so that is nothing but a primary key, guys. Okay, yes. Okay, so now let us go through strong and weak set. So I will give this definition in under 30 seconds, guys. So strong entity set will have primary key. Weak entity set will not have primary key. So if primary key is present, it is strong. If primary key is not there, that is weak. That's it. So that is all about weak entity set and strong entity set. So when we are working with a strong entity set, you represent with a single square. When you are working with a weak entity set, you will represent with a double square. Got it? Yes. So an entity set is called as a strong entity set if it has a primary key. All the tuples in the set are distinguishable by that key. So with that value, I can say which row I am trying to select. Got it? Yes. Okay. So let us continue with the other definition of weak entity set. An entity set that does not process sufficient attribute to form a primary key is called as a weak entity set. So in reality, how we represent primary key in attributes is we are going to underline it, guys. So here loan number is underlined, right? So this is a primary key. So please remember this, guys, because this is the standard thing. Even in PYQPs you can find this particular symbol, guys. Okay, yes. So here we are having loan. So loan number will be 100% unique, right? Okay. Okay. So let us take one more thing. Okay. So in this table, using which I can identify a particular row, guys. So using this only I can represent, because if I try to select amount, so 300 is repeated twice, or 200 might be repeated in future, but loan number will never repeat, right? Yes. Got it? Yes. So this is uniquely identified. So this is indirectly a primary key. Okay, and when it comes to payment, here we are having only two entities, that is a date and payment number. So date can be repeated, right? So on a single day there could be multiple payments, right? Yes. Similarly payment. So payment also a single user can do multiple times. So at that time both of them are repeating, right? Yes. So that is the reason why this particular table or entity set is not having primary key. Hence it is a weak entity set. Okay. Yes. So for weak entity set, we select a particular row which is okay, a particular column which is okay to be primary key. So and we call it as a discriminator attribute, and we represent it with the underline, guys. Got it? Yes. So now this particular table payment is nothing but a weak entity set, right? Yes. Remember, always a weak entity set has a total participation. So if you observe, even in diagram I represented it, guys. Got it? Yes. So now I hope everyone understood about this weak entity set and strong entity set, right? Yes. Okay. So in the next lecture, we will be discussing about two traps. They are nothing but a chasm trap and fan trap, guys. So these are the two topics which we'll be discussing in our next lecture. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to this strong entity and weak entity. So let us meet in the next lecture and discuss about chasm trap and fan trap. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.